Welcome to Michael McKenzie Squared and the other guys. I am one of the other guys, and before we get started here, I'm going to apologize. I do not have my webcam with me. I only have my phone, so I'm attempting to shoot this off phone, so we'll see how it goes. Now we're starting a Jedi Sith bracket, and our first match was Darth Malgus versus Darth Vader. Who would win? You guys voted on Darth Vader, and I'm here to bring you the facts. So without further ado, let's get started. Darth Malgus. Darth Malgus was born on the planet of Droman Kos in the year 3701 BBY. He was born Veradun and was raised by his adopted father. He was sent to the Sith Academy at a young age after his father had discovered that he had killed one of his servants. He was sent to the academy to be trained as a Sith warrior. In the year 3667, he gained the title of Darth and took the full name Darth Malgus. During the attack on Alderaan, he then battled the knight Shatil Shan, a descendant of Bastila Shan, and was defeated after she had threw him against a cliff using the Force and then brought the cliff down on him. However, we should note here that he did escape this, and even though his injuries brought him to the point of needing cybernetics to survive, during his retreat, he battled and defeated not one but two Jedi Knights. In the year 3653, he led an attack onto Coruscant that led to the destruction of the Jedi Temple. Some things to note on Malgus. Malgus was an exceptional duelist. He oftentimes used his rage and his brute strength to overpower his opponents. That being said, Malgus was no slow-moving tank. It's claimed that his speed was so fast that the normal human eye had difficulty keeping up with his duels due to the speed of his movements. He'd killed several notable Jedi of his era, two of which being Jedi Battlemaster Cal Sindarich and Vin Zalo. Darth Malgus was far from just being reliant on his lightsaber. He'd once used Force Lightning to kill 3 Jedi. He also used Force Choke, Force Push, and Force Jump to a degree of success. His most proficient, however, was the Force Lightning, being so proficient at it that he could achieve the ultimate stage of Force Lightning, being Force Maelstrom. Now, Darth Malgus' fighting form's never been confirmed. However, we can make an educated guess based off of his preference towards power moves and brute strength. These would lead one to believe that he was a Form 5 Xi'an practitioner, which would fall in line with Sith warriors of his time. Darth Vader, born as a slave Anakin Skywalker on the planet Tatooine in the year 41 BBY. He was later won from his master Watto by the Jedi Master Qui-Gon Jinn, who took him as a Padawan learner, even though the Jedi Council advised him not to. After Qui-Gon Jinn was struck down, and according to his master's dying wish, Obi-Wan Kenobi took the young Anakin Skywalker as his Padawan learner. Anakin Skywalker later took part in the Clone Wars as a Jedi General, where he became known as a hero with no fear. He had locked blades with the likes of Count Dooku twice and Asajj Ventress on multiple occasions, later killing Count Dooku. Soon after Anakin Skywalker's fall to Darth Vader, he took a legion of clone troopers to the Jedi Temple, where they sacked it, killing all within, to include Jedi Battlemaster Sin Draleg. Soon after, Obi-Wan Kenobi had followed Anakin Skywalker to the planet of Mustafar, where the two engaged in a long and heated lightsaber duel. Nearing the end of this encounter, the Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi gained high ground, at which the new Darth Vader attempted to force jump over him. During this, the Jedi Master Obi-Wan cut off Darth Vader's arm and leg and left him to burn on the fiery planet of Mustafar. However, thanks to his new Sith Lord Master, Darth Sidious, Darth Vader was found barely alive, but was forced to don cybernetics and use a respirator for the remainder of his life, thus becoming the armored tyrant that we all know and love. And now, the comparisons. In the physical edge, I had to give this one to Malgus. From what we see, his cybernetics acted almost as a boon to him, giving him an enhanced stamina and endurance. We've seen this during the sacking of Coruscant, as he battled his way through the Jedi Temple and effectively destroying it, forcing them to retreat to Tython. Vader, on the other hand, we see his almost as a dampener. However, how much of this, is from his cybernetics or the fact that he's missing an arm and a leg. We don't know. However, I have to give this as a slight edge to Darth Malgus. Lightsaber combat. Now, as we discussed earlier, Darth Malgus, he doesn't have a confirmed form of lightsaber combat, so I give you my best educated guess on what that might be, that being the Form 5 Xi'an. Darth Vader, however, does have a confirmed form, that being Form 5 Xi'an. However, Darth Vader is not just limited to the powerful attacks and counterattacks that Form 5 is. He's a refined hybrid. He takes bits and pieces of each one of the forms, rolls them into one, and it's almost like his own kind of saber combat that he creates, not being limited to just one style. So therefore I have to give a slight edge to Darth Vader. I say slight edge because from what we have seen, Darth Malgus has battled countless Jedi and held his own against them. He has seen a lot of what Darth Vader could throw at him. Yet Darth Vader's refined forms and his taking the saber skill as an art would lead him to victory over Malgus in the saber skills department. Now to compare them as Force users. Darth Malgus is a very powerful Force user. We've seen him use Force Lightning to the point of Force Maelstrom and use very powerful Force pushes and chokes. However, Darth Vader ties his force abilities in with his lightsaber combat, using the telekinesis to throw objects at his opponent as missiles as he's attacking them with his lightsaber. What we don't see from Malgus is him tying these two together. This makes Darth Vader extremely dangerous. However, the one thing that Malgus has that Vader does not is the ability to use Force Lightning. Now, many people are going to say this is the trump card. This is where Malgus would win. He would be able to use this Force Lightning. However, Darth Vader, he'd practiced many different ways to counter this Force Lightning, the primary being using his lightsaber. Darth Vader also insulated his suit to where it could absorb some of the Force Lightning strike. Therefore, I give a slight advantage in the Force ability to Darth Vader. Gear, weapons, and armament. We see both these guys wore armor and respirators. Darth Vader's armor, however, will protect a lot better, keeping his head primarily protected with his helmet and full-face respirator, whereas Darth Malgus's respirator only protected his lower face, jaw, and neck area. Darth Vader carried a dual-phase saber, which meant that he was able to change up the course of combat anytime he wished with just a flick of the throttle. Malgus's razor blade hilt would have been little use to Darth Vader's armor. However, had he been able to get a hit on it, Darth Vader's armor had a lot of cybernetics into it, so all he would be able to do is cut some circuits. Whereas if Darth Vader was able to strike a hit on anywhere on Malgus, he would be able to hit flesh. Therefore, in the gear, armament, and cybernetics department, I give an edge to Darth Vader. Tactics and mindset. For what we see from Darth Malgus is an exceptionally calculated duelist. He used a very focused mindset. However, this got him into a lot of trouble, a lot of times giving him a tactical tunnel vision, just wanting to run in for the kill and missing opportunities that were laying around. Darth Vader, however, he learned from his mistakes on Mustafar. He learned whenever he needed to press the attack or whether to hold back. Darth Vader was also a master of the Sith Dune Mosh technique. He used terror as a tool to distract his opponents from what was going on around them. So that means that Darth Vader would be able to exploit any advantages that Malgus's tunnel vision might have overlooked. So therefore I give the tactics and mindset edge to Darth Vader. In conclusion, the overall victory goes to Darth Vader. However, I'm going to say this. This would not have been an easy win for Darth Vader. He would not be able to walk all over Malgus, nor intimidate Malgus like he did many of his opponents. This would not be an swift, easy win for Vader. This would be a hard, long, drug-out battle for Darth Vader to win, in which he would suffer many wounds of his own. However, in the end, I declare your victor, Darth Vader.